So now let's move on with our next topic here, the corporate tax, okay? Our Irpj, CSLL, in English, the corresponding term is corporate tax, okay? This is the most common translation that you are going to find in annual reports from any large-sized companies, as you have already seen in Module 3. So, the corporate tax or the income tax. The corporate tax rate in Brazil stands at 34%, but as you know, there is a breakdown here. Part of it is Irpj, Irpj, and part of it is CSLL. So for Irpj, Imposto de Renda de Pessoa Jurídica is the full name of Irpj. This is the corporate revenue tax and applies to the net profits of any legal entity in Brazil. Irpj is a federal tax paid by public or private legal entities residing in Brazil, regardless of their purposes or nationality. The total rate is 25%, but there is a split here. 15% is considered the basic rate, and there is a 10% surtax on income that exceeds 240,000 reais per year, plus 9% of social contribution on pre-tax profits. That is explained in the next slide. That is the CSLL, the social contribution. So in total here we have basically 34%. It is the second highest corporate tax amongst G20 countries, okay? Only India has a corporate tax that is slightly above 34%. In a nutshell, em poucas palavras, companies resident in Brazil pay taxes on worldwide profits. Foreign companies are only subject to tax if they engage in sales operations involving companies or agents resident in Brazil. Okay, so if they are established here. And we have a summary. Corporate income tax 15%, surtax on companies with taxable profits over 240,000 10%, social contribution tax that is non-deductible 9%, but it is 20% for financial institutions, private insurance companies, and capitalization companies until 2018. And in the end, we have an effective tax rate of 34%. And how a company declares Irpj. To declare the income tax, it's necessary to fill a form that is only available in Portuguese. This document can be requested at Banco do Brasil or Caixa Econômica branches or online on the websites of Receita Federal, that as we have seen, Internal Revenue Service, where it's possible to download the PGD, Programa Gerador de Declaração, which there is no translation, right? That is the program where the document will be available, in which the form will be filled up and then sent to Receita Federal, the very common process of declaring taxes. And to finalize this class, just a brief explanation of CSLL, or Contribuição Social sobre Lucro Líquido das Pessoas Jurídicas. It is a social contribution on net income, or net profit, that applies to the net profit. It is charged over every legal entity resident in the country and those that are treated by tax legislation. So remember from the corporate law module, legal entity, uma entidade jurídica, okay? And the rate, as we have seen below, is 9%.